Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to Global Impromptu Speaking session number 142. Thank you so much. As we always believe, show must continue, show must go on. And today is one of the examples. We are small in number, but we are passionate, we are committed, we care people. And hope you are keeping yourself safe as well as the society safe wherever you are. Right now, we are going through a crucial time all over the world. Please, I humbly request you all, take care of yourself. If you remain safe, I think that is most important. If you are keeping away yourself from the disaster outside, I think we are favoring to the society. Ladies and gentlemen, nobody is safe till everyone is safe. Let's put our hands together and help our society to recover from this drastic or very bad condition or situation. I'm sure we will come back with victory. Ladies and gentlemen, today we will manage our own time by ourselves. Let's speak plus minus 1 to 2 minutes. And today the host and our host is Toastmaster Manoranjani, and she's all the way from India. She has volunteered to become one of the topics master, and today is her turn. I will not take much of your time, but to give her, let's put our hands together to welcome her to her maiden role as a topics master. Let's give her huge support so she can give us easy and simple topics. Welcome to us, Masamana.
Thank you very much. Brief introduction about myself. My name is Manoranjani, as it shows there, and I'm a corporate lawyer. Basically, I was working for Procter and Gamble before for about 15 years, and then after that, for 10 years, I worked for ICFA University in Hyderabad. Then, after 25 years, once my children settled down, I joined law school and I did law. And I also qualified as an insolvency professional. So last 2-3 years, I've been practicing law in corporate law and also as an insolvency professional. I'm really enjoying my this phase of life where people retire. I again started my new career, so I'm enjoying it. And parallelly, I got to know about the Toastmasters about 6 months back, and I'm representing Hyderabad Entrepreneurs Club, Toastmasters Club. So I happened to meet some of the friends there, and I really feel I should have joined Toastmasters when I was young. It would have definitely made a difference because I already feel that I'm not a very good. I can speak one on one for hours together, but when it comes to speaking before a group, I get conscious and I forget the words. So I find I have really ruled in the last 6 months, and I hope to keep this journey on with you all. Thank you so much, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to be the table topics master for today. Here I go. I think we have to say the name, the topic, and the name, right? Yeah, here. I'll start with Mr. Amjad Ali. Not only is the name is showing in the top, it is also starts with A. So I go ahead.
Sure,
Uh,
ma'am.
uh, Ms. Toastmaster Amjad Ali, which battles to fight and which battles to leave? Which battles to fight and which battles to leave? Toastmaster Amjad Ali.
Thank you so much, Madam Topics Master, for such a beautiful topic. Which battle to fight and which battle to leave? Imagine I start fighting with you all, disagreeing with you all. Do you think I can win? No, never. I will never win. Rather, I will lose you as a friend, as a family member. I don't think we can ever win a battle. You must have read many history books. Nobody have won. Nobody has won. No country has won battles. We lost lives. We lost relationships. We lost resources. What else? Almost every single thing. But still, we are not learning from such huge lessons. One battle we always believe we should continue fighting for is the battle with self. Even in our religion, we call the word, you must have heard jihad. The jihad you hear from other people is kind of battle. That is completely wrong interpretation. The real jihad, real battle is with self. You have to control yourself, emotions, accept everyone the way they are. Accept people, their emotions, if you want to be accepted. Nobody will accept you if you will try to rule them, because everyone is born different and unique. If we are talking about battles, trust me, this world has to be eliminated from our lives. If we have to continue saying this world, that has to be with self. Let's let's battle with our egos, with our negative attitude, and the people who are always pushing us back, and tell them this is not going to work, this will help no one win. Let's fight with ourselves, with our bad emotions, so we can continue our relationship with every single person, and we can accept people the way they are, because we did not choose ourselves, we did not choose the way they are. Nobody has chosen themselves the way they are. But one thing we can choose, if we want to win this battle, that we accept the people the way they are, so they can accept us. If they are ready to accept us, that means we have accepted them already. That means the battle is won from both sides. So that is no more a battle, but a great relationship with no ending of happiness and smiles. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no battle which has to be continued. There is no battle which has to be discussed, but battle with ourselves. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Do we have any timer on this, or how do we actually do the timing?
We are managing our time by ourselves. I think it's fine. Let's estimate our time and speak for 1 to 2 minutes.
Next, Toastmaster Venkatesh. Sooner the better. Sooner the better. Toastmaster Venkatesh. Did I miss him? I think Mr. Venkatesh is not there. There before, but I think we lost it. So I'll change the topic to Toastmaster Sherman. Toastmaster Sherman. Sooner the better. Sooner the better. Toastmaster Sherman.
Yeah, Madam Table Topic Master, Global Defense. It's like it's not to have the procrastination. Procrastination is crime. So sooner the better. Actually, as what you get to know, the same time, if you can act fast, you can save time. Otherwise, you are waiting, you're wasting, or you're postponing things. You will forget, and maybe sometimes you have to then and there address it. Sometimes another person will come and take it over that position or that give a answer. So I hope then and there or give a instant spontaneously, like by we are talking something the table topics spontaneously. You have to have the spontaneity, and also if you get ready to any other questions coming, you can see in a meeting. So when you're going for a meeting, maybe agenda, or sometimes you get a topics out of the agenda, out of the scope. So you have to get ready. So if you are ready, you can you can give an answer, and also you have to visualize before going to the meeting or any other thing. I'm going to win. I'm going to answer all these questions. And if you clear your mind before go to a difficult meeting or any other thing, a presentation, if you think, if you can clear your mind, today I'm going to give my answers, and I'm very clear, and I'm not going to quarrel with all these people. I want to win. I want to be a successful person. Over to you, Madam Table Topic Master.
Good job, Mr. Sherman. Table topics master, Toastmaster Savita. Here's the topic. When sorrows come, they come not as a single spice, but in battalions.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mano. Yes.
Should I repeat? When sorrows come, they come not as single spice, but in battalions. Toastmaster Savita.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mano, and good morning and good evening to everyone present here. It is very much today's situation. The sorrows which whole world is going through does not come in a single form, single family or single city or single state or single country. I think it is more than a battalion where the world is now at this present moment is going through. More than a year, everybody is fighting. Everyone, each and every sector of the society is fighting in every aspect. But still, I as of today, we are not seeing anything positive, isn't it? So sorrows and today's situation, it has come in a battalion form only. I feel there is a war going on between virus and human beings. We as human beings, inside all of us know we have encroached the nature in some way or other. We have not been fair, and nature is balancing it. But this balance is going to cause a big loss for all of us. But nature is nature, no control. Nature is the most powerful thing on this earth. And in the process, definitely there are going to be collateral damages. Those collateral damages, innocent people, people who are particular, people who are really sincere towards nature, when the damage always there. So yes, the sorrow comes not sometimes once, it comes in the battalion form. And I think all of us as educated people, we should learn this lesson today for ourselves, for our family, for the next generation, for the friends. We should take a action all together so that we are able to fight this and come out with this in a positive way, victory, and don't repeat the mistake in future. That is my thing. That is my take. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Manu.
That was a wonderful speech, Toastmaster Savita. Now let's take up the next topic. Mm, Toastmaster Babu Gupta. Is there?
Yes.
All's well that ends well. All's well that ends well. Toastmaster Babu Gupta.
Everything that starts must end. I don't know that what is well or what is not well, but I know the fact that one day everything will end, and this earth that has come out of the sun, according to studies, will meet in that sun again when it will vanish and become a black hole or a pothole. So, from each and every aspect of the solar system, of the human beings, of the molecules, and of the atoms and nuclears, atoms, everything that starts from one center goes and meet on that centers only. As creatures, creatures start from one point of the earth and then they meet on that point of the earth. So everything that starts from a point ends on that point only. And when a thing that starts from its origin goes back to that place, according to me, it is a good ending. No matter what a person leads his life or does in his life, but on one point of time, he will have to complete it. We look at from our point of view that what kind of person he was, what kind of person he was not. But when he finishes the journey of his life, he becomes a person which is who is a part of this nature. And I have always realized in my life that nature is the thing that gives us everything. If we are meeting and ending our journey into the nature, then we are doing the thing which is called well, and we are ending our life which is doing the well by doing something good. So if we are doing things according to the law of nature, we will complete our journey as per accepted or expected. But if we go against that, then it will be not a good completion of the journey. Hence, for completing our life from the point we have started in the same way, we will have to go along with the nature. Yes, as human beings, it's not possible to be according to the nature in each and every point of your life. But if you go to a point that is very strongly against the nature, then the ending will not be a well ending. So if we are following the nature's protocol, then we will always complete at a point that is good and that is well. Hence, if you want to make this statement true, then don't play with the nature. That is one thing that I realize. Thank you, and back to Siddharth.
Thank you. And now Toastmaster GL, Sushant. The topic for you is all that glitters is not gold. All that glitters is not gold.
Okay, so on the glitters is not gold, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, happy evening, fellow Toastmasters as well as my impromptu family. All glitter is not gold. And also, in all glitter, no gold. Every single thing seems to be like easy, just like how we can do it in a second. But when we do it, it's when we see the difference. We can see from the outside, it will be so easy. Just complete this sum, solve the problem, prove that AB is equal to AB. But when you start doing it, is when you realize it is not gold. It is being appropriated with gold item. So you need to do the hard task. Everyone from outside, everyone who does not do the job can say, oh, you can do it, it's an easy job. But friends, never get angry as they say like that, because you are the only one who's doing it. Always think in a positive way. If you think the job is easy, it is. But if you think the job is hard, it is. So it all depends the way we see it. So there is a total difference in the way we see it in these ways. Recently, I saw a picture. There is a two sides. One, a cheetah carrying a child. Same picture, but it is being taken from a different view. The second picture shows the same. But due to the point of seeing it in the taking of picture, one slide shows that the cheetah is eating that daughter. But when you see it from the other side, it is actually carrying it using its mouth. So it's the way we see it. It may look difficult, but when you know the concept, when you know the key, okay, this is the thing that I really learned, and this is the thing what really needed in the job. You go and you do it. I'm sure you do it with resolute, and your success is always a positive one. Over to the table topic master.
Great job, Sushant. Now, is Mr. Zainab there?
Yes, I'm right here.
Oh, okay. Toastmaster Zainab, the topic is entire world is a stage. All men and women are merely players. Entire world is a stage. All men and women are merely players. Toastmaster Zainab.
Could you please repeat that once more if that's okay?
You want me to repeat? Entire world is a stage. All men and women are merely players.
Okay. First of all, a very good evening to everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. So the topic given to me is that the entire world is a stage and all men and women are players. And I think that's kind of correct if you look upon it as like the big picture. Because when you look at it, we are nothing but very small specks of dust when we compare ourselves to the universe. So to give ourselves such importance that we do, because what we feel and what we live like is what we believe in, right?
Can't hear you.
Am I audible now?
Yes. Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
No. Now we can. Something to do with your wire.
You can remove
Probably.
you can remove your headphones and if it works.
Not with that.
Am I audible now?
Yes.
I think my internet is glitching. Is it okay if I can take the topic 5 minutes later?
Sure. Shall I give that to Gayatri? Toastmaster Gayatri. The topic for you is entire world is a stage. All men and women are merely players. Entire world is a stage. All men and women are merely players. Toastmaster Gayatri.
Shakespeare said, "The world is my stage." Think about it, isn't it? Every now and then, what we do is simply act. We act as if we are the best person on planet Earth, thereby hiding the feelings of jealousy. You look at something very pretty, very nice, you want it, but you cannot afford it. And then you tell yourself, I don't need it. Of course, you need it. You need it to feel good about yourself. But still, we will put an act. I don't need it. Someone will come and abuse you. You will say, I'm going to take the high road and I'm going to forgive that person. Really? You're simply putting an act because you don't want to come across as a certain kind of person who is not tolerant. Even in a husband-wife relationship, how many times do you really act to just keep the domestic peace? I believe more than 75%. So yes, world is a stage and we are mere players. The problem comes up when we stop playing our roles honestly. If you're meant to be the tough person in your family, then that is the part you have been allotted because every family needs that one tough person. If you are the brutally honest friend, it's okay if you are hated by most, but that's the part you are supposed to play because somebody has to be brutally honest. You cannot have a hero unless you have a villain. And sometimes that is exactly what we have to do. Just play the part allotted to us and not think about why me. It's just, okay, if that's my part, that's how I will do it to my best abilities. Thank you so much. Over to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Great, Toastmaster Gayatri. Very good. Next, I can see Mohammed Hassan. The topic for you, Toastmaster Mohammed Hassan. As you sow, so shall you reap. As you sow, so shall you reap. Toastmaster Mohammed Hassan.
Good evening, everyone. So, my topic is as you sow, so shall you reap. Yes, uh, it is correct because as the deeds we do with other people, the same will come to us for sure. Or we can say that, uh, like as we as we as we do hard work, the level of hard work we'll do, that very level of success we will get. In the last meeting, I got the topic, uh, the greater the risk, greater greater the achievement. So we can like compare both of them. If we'll take greater risk, then for sure achievement will be greater. And if we'll sow something good, and we'll like, if we'll do like more hard work, or we'll do good deeds to anyone, then the same good deeds will come to us, and the amount of hard work that we did uh, will will be will be converted into that much amount of success only. Thank you. What do you?
Jatin is there? I think Jatin is not there.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm there.
Is there? Oh, yeah. Hi, Jatin. Charity begins at home. Toastmaster Jatin. Charity begins at home.
Charity begins at home. Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody, to my fellow family. So today my topic is charity starts at the home, and I totally agree to it. So if you see that, if I'm giving charity to someone, or if I'm giving clothes, or if I'm giving something or another, which is a resource which will help others, they can use it. So that resource, that thing that can help, and where does it come from? It comes from a house. So if you see all the things, like say all the beggars, what they're not getting from somewhere, they're getting from someone's house. So say last time I told in my speech, I've we me and my family donated about 50 people's food and drinks. So we see, then my mom cooked some food, and we have given to everyone. uh, uh, yeah, we have given to everyone. So over here you can see charity comes from the home. All the things what we give comes from a home. So that's the topic, and thank you.
Good attempt, Jatin. Good one. Next topic goes to Amal Huti. I think it's not there. Amal Huti. There's somebody by name God knows for. Now comes to Jaya. Toastmaster Jaya, the topic for you is between a rock and a hard place. Between a rock and a hard place. Toastmaster Jaya.
I think they are logged out.
Then Sunita, Toastmaster Sunita, you get it. Between a rock and a hard place.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manu. Good evening to my global impromptu family. Between a rock and a hard place, I have often been in that position. So, this is the situation in life that almost all of us go through. Nobody can say, I don't think there's anyone in this room who says that they haven't been in such a situation. A couple of years ago, when not a couple of years, a long, long time ago, my son was born with a problem. He was born spastic. He had cerebral palsy. And it was a very, very tough time, you know. I had to make the decision whether I had to stay back alone in India and give him treatment, or whether I had to leave my husband alone in the Gulf, because if we needed the treatment in India, you had to have that sort of money. He had to continue in the Gulf. So it was a decision that I had to make, whether I should stay alone with my child with the problem, or allow my husband to go back there. So that is the typical situation. Both the decisions are difficult. It is, you know, whether you are in the frying pan or in the fire, that sort of a situation. Two difficult situations, and you make a choice that is being between a rock and a hard place. What was it? Between a rock and a hard place.
In a rock and a hard place, right?
So that is a situation in life. And I think all of us have to do that. Sometimes we have to make choices which are very, very difficult. And you can't do tic-tac-toe, or you can't, you know, ask somebody choose one finger. You have to just go by your gut feeling, and then make the choice and just hope that it is the right choice you made. And invariably, if you listen to your heart, you will make the right choice. If you listen to your mind, sometimes you might regret it later in life. So I always say, listen to what your heart says, and then you can decide which is better, the rock or the hard place. Sometimes you have to do it, choose between one, and then you will eventually end up in a soft place. Over to you, Toastmaster Manu.
That is good one, Toastmaster Sunita. Next one in queue is Toastmaster Dinesh. Here it comes to you. Customer is always right. Customer is always right. Toastmaster Dinesh.
Thank you so much, Manu ma'am, and good evening, everyone. Customer is always right. Customer there is some quotation, I forgot that, but yeah. So if you are in any business, right? You at the end, what makes you better? What makes your company? What makes your uh, company turn into profit is the customer, right? At the end, customer is someone. Someone is he trusts you and he will go for you. And if it's something wrong, and the customer will definitely will be angry on the the one that he invested. So even though it's wrong, even though it's wrong at customer part, it's something. Something we have to take that, and we have to move on, and we have to improve ourselves with the things that we have. We just can't go hard against the customer. We cannot uh, blame the customer, because that affects the relation between the company or the customer that you are treating, right? And this applies, I think, to all the places, like all the industries, whether to between doctor and the patient. Sorry, it's a wrong example, but yeah, what I can take from this is, I think, even though customer is wrong, that we have to may tell them that this is not the way to do it, and think in that way. That's what I can take up from this stuff. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dinesh. Next comes 9C. Yeah, the topic for you here. If you can't, there is no such thing as a free lunch. There is no such a thing as a free lunch. Toastmaster 9C. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I'm just confused about the word freelance. Is this freelancer some?
Philanthropist.
Free lunch.
Free lunch.
lunch.
Okay.
There is no such a thing as a free lunch. Sorry if I did not spell it well.
I got it. I got it. Thank you, Table Topic Master, for giving me this topic. And I completely agree with this. I completely agree with the topic that there is no such thing as free lunch. We saw, I mean, in everyday life, we just open a YouTube channel. We just open YouTube. If we are searching for something, we just open the web and try on Google and search for the thing, and we end up in the YouTube website, and there we got free videos. In mind we are happy that, oh, we got this information for free. Or if we just go to someone's blog, we got the information for free. In deep inside we are happy about it. But think about it, the creator, the YouTuber put a video, and every view he got he got paid for that. So we are getting free, but that a person is getting money for that. He is getting view for that. So this is one thing. Second thing, second thing I would like to talk about here, if I give the example of use the lunch, like in temple or in gurudwara, we got lunch. uh, so I think, yeah, there's no such thing as free lunch.
Basically, what it means to say is something like, nobody does anything for free. Everybody, whatever they do, even if it is our own siblings. I think what I frankly feel is that other than our parents, there is nobody who will give it, selflessly. Everybody is selfish in some way or the other. So everybody is selfish. Man is selfish, but it should be in such a way that we don't hurt our feelings we don't hurt others with our whatever we do or our feelings. So it is something in that context. When this, you can now think and you can talk next time anytime. Next comes Saurabh. Toastmaster Saurabh.
Yes, ma'am.
Topic for you. A problem shared is a problem halved. A problem shared is a problem halved. Halved. Half. Half. Toastmaster Saurabh.
Madam Topic Master, fellow Toastmasters and guests. A problem shared is a problem halved. Isn't this simple one-line sentence tells us the true essence of life? When this moment time, we're in continuous mode of laughing at this problem, keeping our problems hidden, just because of a simple reason that we feel ashamed to ask for help. Instead, if we can start expressing ourselves and telling them what we actually are facing, asking for a help, will make our lives better, will give other person hope, and it can solve many problems which we have. And one such thing reminds me of a great story I once heard in my childhood. During one of these stories which I have heard in my childhood, there was once a story of Lord Buddha. As you all know, Lord Buddha was always a kind-hearted person, always ready to solve people's mystery. Now, how many of you know that when Lord Buddha was about to born, there was a prophecy which told the king that if this child see any kind of problems or mystery, he'll leave the palace. At the time, King Shuddhodhan was so angry that he ordered his men and soldiers to wipe out all the poor and all the miserable people from his kingdom. At the time, one of the ladies who was forcefully sent out of the kingdom cursed the king that just because of the boy, you are telling us to leave this kingdom. Now it is a curse on you, King Shuddhodhan, that that particular boy will leave you and your palace for us. And the same thing happened. Many years later, When Buddha saw the misery and suffering of people, he left his kingdom behind and his father. Not just let's think about it. If King Shuddhodhan, instead of wiping out the people from his kingdom, would have actually done something to solve their problem, to share his views with his fellow ministers, his boy would have not left his father and his kingdom and would be a great king serving the society in a better manner. But just because of one misunderstanding and not sharing his problem perfectly, he lost his son and lost his support. This particular story tells us all a simple lesson that instead of holding back the problems, we should start telling them and we should start solving not only ours, but also for others. Otherwise, that may come a time when there can be a Buddha from our place and there won't be a time to regret for it. Thank you, and over to topic master.
Thank you. Now comes Puneet. Puneet, I'm going to give you a long one, so be attentive.
Am I audible and visible, Toastmaster
Yes,
Manoranjani?
yes, I'm looking forward to, we are all looking forward to your speech rather. You have no enemies, alas, my friend. Your boost is poor, your work is small, and you are a coward in fight. I repeat, you have no enemies, alas, my friend. Your boost is poor. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it properly. Somebody can correct me. Boost is poor. Small is the work you have done, and you are a coward in the fight. You got it?
I have to speak anyways. It's okay.
No. I want you
I
to
can't
talk
complain
correctly.
also.
I want you to talk correctly. I'll read out again once again. It's a bigger one. You have no enemies, alas, my friend. Your boost is poor. Your work is small. You are a coward in the fight.
Courage is that little voice which always says that we are going to come back stronger next time. So, Madam Table Topic Master, I disagree that we are coward. We are all courageous people fighting, not just surviving, but trying our best to thrive in this testing times. Now, with regards to this topic, which is a lot more, it reminds me of being in Tamil Nadu State Board examination, wherein if you are asked to write 20-mark question, 20-mark answer, so you write 20 pages. If you are told to ask 100, if you are told to ask as a student to write answers for 100 marks, you write a novel. And that's exactly how I feel listening to this topic, Madam Table Topic Master. But having said that, we all are nervous at times. We all sometimes feel that we haven't done our best, whether it's little work or small work. In fact, I vividly remember when I was in my company, Mahindra, where I was working for nearly 3 years, I sometimes feel that the work which I was doing was insignificant compared to my managers. The work which I was doing was not being reflected in the broader scheme of things. And I was like the lower level, you can call it, a graduate engineer trainee. In fact, I never knew what I'm going to get if I solve this customer problem, if I'm going to solve this as any challenges with regards to our design, because I was not able to see that whole picture. And that also got me a little bit of demotivated as well. After all, when you don't see your work being reflected at the bigger level, it's natural that we tend to get demotivated and sometimes question our career choices. During that process, my manager helped me to realize that small things which I do are actually responsible for bigger things in the organization. They always say that many a drops makes a mighty ocean. And my manager gave me that perspective that whatever insignificant work which I thought was actually significant, what I was thinking when I was thinking that I was covered within myself, my manager on the other hand made me realize the importance of those small little steps. So fellow Toastmasters and guests, we are not cowards, we are the brave, courageous warriors. After all, tough times don't last, but tough people do. And we are the toughest in the world. Madam Table Topic Master.
You can turn anything into a good speech, whatever you understand. Here, the focus should have been, you have no enemies. What it meant was like a person who's very sweet, when a competitive person will definitely have some enemy, one enemy or the other, because jealousy is there in every one of us. So if we are too sweet, too good to everybody in the world, it means that we have not reached our potential. This is what actually I was trying to say. It was much longer. I was like watching one Crown on Netflix show, and I picked up some lines. If anybody, there are very good words there if you have time, but it is very long time taking. If you have time, I'm actually going to watch it again with a notebook, because there are so many good words in that. If we write those words and try to get the meanings of it, we'll learn half the English. It is 40 episodes, very good language. It's all about the monarchy. From there only I picked up some lines. Today's topics which I'm giving.
Very powerful and very lengthy topic. It reminds me of this
That is why I chose you. That is why I chose you.
I missed out on the first part. In fact, Dhirubhai Ambani rightly said, when people are talking bad about you, it means you're growing. I'll connect it next time whenever this kind of topic comes in another Toastmaster meeting. But thank you so much, Toastmaster Manoranjani.
No, I'm trying to actually, trying whatever is there in my head, I'm trying to share. Next comes Sheila. Shiba. Yeah. Toastmaster Shiba, for you topic.
Yes, Ranjini. I'm so sorry that I wouldn't be able to come on video because I'm not prepared for it.
That's okay. Toastmaster Shiba, when one door closes, the other door opens. When one door closes, the other door opens. Toastmaster Shiba.
So very good evening to every Toastmaster and guest out there. So we always look out for a door in our lives. We always aim to have doors in our life, right? So here, if one door shuts, the other door opens. So I here tell that why do we wait for another door to open? Instead of waiting, we'll have to create one. Be it the opportunities or whatever comes our way, we'll have to start creating a door instead of waiting for another door to open. For example, in my I am a kind of a sports person, wherein for the very first time I went for a running race. Being an athlete, I went out for the athletic competition. I lost it. I literally lost it because of that. I thought, okay, maybe I don't fit into sports is what I decided, because the doors of athletics was shut. After which I thought, okay, let me not go back to the grounds. I'll sit back in the class and do as usual, like every normal person does. But after a moment, and then I thought to myself, it's just another athletics just lost for me. Why don't I go to another sport? Why don't I try basketball? Is when I created a door for myself instead of waiting for another door to open. So I went out there. Initially, I stumbled, I fumbled. It was quite hard to learn, but I never gave up. After which I learned and excelled in it. So my dear Toastmaster, each and everyone's life, you're going to have a lot of defeats. A lot of doors are going to be shut, but it doesn't matter when you have the courage to open and create a new door. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Now I will go back to Toastmaster Zainab. Zainab,
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, I look forward to always hearing from you. So here the topic for you is familiarity breeds contempt. Familiarity breeds contempt. Toastmaster Zainab. Familiarity breeds contempt.
Familiarity breeds contempt. Could you please tell me the meaning of this topic? I don't really understand.
Which means that actually, if you know somebody too well, contempt will, your dislikes will keep coming up. Familiarity breeds contempt.
Okay, now I get it. First of all, a very good evening to all the Toastmasters again.
You want to change the topic? I'm fine.
Could you please change it if that's okay?
I'll do that. I have a big list. Don't worry, I'll give you.
Okay.
I have one which is not relevant for you. I should give it to your mother. So I'll find a mother. I can give it to Sunita. Not to you. For you, I'll say all good things come to The one who waits.
Okay, so a very good evening to all the Toastmasters and the guest speakers. So the topic given to me is all good things comes to the one who wait. And as much as I would like to say that I'm a very stern believer of this saying, because I think this is something which has been heard time and again, I don't really act on it because I have a very anxious personality. I've always been very hyperactive. So waiting isn't exactly my strongest pursuit. And I'm not the patient kind. So I feel it's just inbred in me because I blame my parents for it. Both of them were like chronic workaholics. They did not understand the term relaxing and taking time off. And I feel all four of us, all me and three of my siblings, we just got that inherited to us. That now because of them and because we have seen them working and we used to work with them on small house projects always. So it's just something which has been handed over in inheritance. We just acquired it through them that we cannot sit still. So, and because we cannot sit still, we cannot be patient about things. And we can't wait for life to hand us good things. And one thing I feel which resonates with me is that nobody owes you anything. So if you're just waiting in line, waiting for good things to happen for you, it doesn't work like that. You might be lucky enough and you might be blessed enough to get things handed over to you at some point in your life, but you cannot wait for that to happen again and again and keep that as the way you live your life, that someone's always going to magically appear and hand you everything you need in your life. Good things do happen to those who wait, and when the time comes, it comes. You things happen according to their time. But at the same time, I feel you need to thrive for it. Now, I can't just sit at home waiting to get through med school, just becoming a doctor. That's not how it works. And the same goes with everything else. You can put it to any field, any project that you have done, any pursuit in life, even with moms, with kids. You can't just give birth to a kid and leave it and just wait for it to grow automatically and become a very good person. You need to teach them how to be a good person. The same way, if I want something in life, I need to work for it. And then, God willingly, I'll get a fruitful result, but you need to be patient, but at the same time you need to be proactive. Both these things go hand in hand. You can't be one without the another because then you're just lazy and a procrastinator. Then you're not patient. And that would be it. Thank you so much.
Good one. Can I see Miss Suja Chokalingam? Are you there?
Yes, good evening to all. I'm from Kuwait. I'm a
Uh-huh.
Toastmaster.
Would you
How
like
are
to
you
put
all?
your video on, ma'am?
No, no. Next time I will.
Okay. No, actually, after seeing the you, I can choose the topic. That's why. Okay, I will try. Take a chance. Uh, for most parents, there is never anyone good enough for their children. You want to take
Next
it?
time I will do. Next time.
Okay. Sunita wants to take it. You want anyone other one, Miss Suja?
No, I just said that was a good topic. That's all.
I know, I know. Miss Suja, is that okay for you? She's not there. She's there.
I think she is not ready to speak.
Okay, that's what she said. Okay, I think I've covered all.
Except you. Who would like to give a
Ah.
topic to Toastmaster Manu? Anybody? Give her a nice topic as she has given to you. I have a topic for her.
Yeah,
Who would
please
like
go
to?
ahead. If you have, go
I
ahead.
would like. All right. Toastmaster Manu, your topic is you should be important to you. You should be important to you. Over to you.
Thank you for this topic, Toastmaster Amjad Ali. Yes, I must be important for myself. I always thought that was right, but there were some situations in life where I was lost. I was living only for my daughter. I mean, even now it happens. I mean, I try, keep trying, and we keep discussing, and it comes to it, it's about the marriage. So we keep debating and all. So my entire life was around her. But then the other day I sent a message to her saying that from now on, I'm going to focus only on those things where I can make a difference, which makes me happy. And I promise I will not disturb or irritate you, but I'm always available for you. But that doesn't mean I'm angry with you or anything. I'm there. But I'm going to live the life that I have to live, and I'll be happy. I have done enough for the family. Now it's a time for myself. So the early we realize that, the better it is for us. Like if you see the bird, it gives small eggs and then the baby bird comes out. Till it is able to feed, it will feed. After that, the baby bird will become a big bird and it will start flying. Similarly, we have to give our freedom to our children also. Once they're well educated, once they're good individuals and good human beings, we should let them fly, explore the world, let them learn. They know that we are there behind. Just give them that security that yes, where even if you fail, we can give you food if you come back, but you just fly and do whatever you want because we have that trust in our children. This is what I believe. So now at this age, as I said, I have done my law at the age of 52 and I'm now at 56. I have 3 years of practice in law. And I think I have, as long as I'm healthy, I'm able to go to practice and I'm enjoying my life with you all. You are my family now and it makes me happy. Thank you so much for this wonderful topic. And it is a part of my life. And it's wonderful talking. Thank you so much.
Beautiful, really interesting take, Toastmaster Manoranjani. Really appreciate. Can we all give her a big hand for managing this entire show as her maiden role? Thank you
Thank
so much,
you.
Toastmaster Manoranjani. You did an amazing job, and
I'm not sure
you
if
have
I was like giving any topics or too much. And
no, no. It
I
was it
got
was
carried away seeing that I told you enough. Last 1 week I've been seeing that Crown on
no,
Netflix.
no.
So I was getting
You
very
did an
good.
amazing job. You did an amazing job. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. This is how we manage our show. It was 142nd session, and I think the lockdown was a blessing in disguise. We all met, we all supported each other, and we are still supporting. And I hope we continue for thousands and thousands of more meetings. The reason is we speak for 1 to 2 minutes, and rest of the session we listen, we aspire, and you inspire us from your yeah, with your interesting stories. Ladies and gentlemen, with that power vested in me as a host of this very meeting, I adjourn the meeting now over to each one of you to have fun for some time. Stay blessed.